Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your baby girl Elishi Cynthia. If you're a returning subscriber, you're welcome. If you're a new subscriber, you're welcome. And in today's video, I'll be taking you guys through on how I achieved this beautiful look from start to finish. So if this is what you're interested in, keep on watching. So guys, you guys should remember that our giveaway is still on. I remember the terms for the giveaway. We say share the videos. Let's get our subscribers to 500 subscribers, and we'll pick one lucky winner from our subscribers here, and the prize is 10,000 naira for the lucky winner. So guys, let's keep on sharing. I must commend you guys. When this promo started, we were at 200, but now we are above 300, so we are getting there. So let's keep on sharing this video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to be part of this giveaway. Also, turn on your notification bell to get notification whenever we post new videos, guys. So invite your friends, share on your status, share on any media that you know that we can get more families. Sharing is caring, and here we are here to share every secret that I know about makeup. You can also share yours in the comment section. You get. So let's dive right into the video. So guys, normally starting off, we'll cleanse our face with our micellar cleansing water. So guys, before you do makeup, the first thing you do is to cleanse the face. Don't just cleanse it with wipes. Use a cleansing water, because if you cleanse with wipes alone, it's not going to take off all the dirt on the face. So next off, I'm using this my Adventure Vitamin C Serum. So in today's video, I'll be using mostly affordable makeup products that you can use. It mustn't be high end. You can actually achieve a whole lot with affordable products, affordable Nigerian brands. So this is our Mismetic moisturizer. So I'll be applying that all over the face generously, and after that I'll massage it into the skin and make sure it dries into the skin before going on to the next product. Remember that the key to a good skin prep is whenever you apply each one first, make sure to apply it very well, massage it into the skin and allow it to dry off. I'm not using fan here, but there is a fan facing her directly that I would allow her face to dry. Even while massaging it now, allow it to dry before going over to the next. So in today's video, I want to achieve a dewy finish. So if you have been in my channel, you know that this Aqua Grape now is a primer. There are of two types. I've showed it here in the video. They have the one of matte finish and the one of dewy finish. So in today's video, I'll be using this dewy finish. I want it to be dewy from the beginning to the end. So I'm using a dewy finish primer from Aqua Grape, from Miss Metis Aqua Grape. And the foundation I'm using is LB Vision Foundation in the shade Adane. So this foundation is exactly her shade. Just see how this foundation blends in very well. If I didn't tell you it is an affordable product, you won't know. But you see how it is just blending into the skin. You mustn't break your bank. If you don't have the money to buy high-end products, just get the ones that you can afford and master the craft. You can actually use affordable products to build yourself till you start getting the money to get high-end products. So I'll be using this Team Essential blush palette to apply her cream blush. Remember, you can equally use your lipstick palette. I use normally, before I got this Team Essential blush, I normally use my Bicham Ageless lip palette. I remember that for dark skin we use red shades, then for fair people we mix pink and red. That is if you're using the cream palette. But if you're using the blush palette, you can see the shade for dark skin there. So here I'm using my Flawless Ivory Concealer in the shade 4, A04. This foundation is actually their second camouflage, their first camouflage, and it is no longer in the market. Like, I've had it for a long time. I just saw that, oh, this is still here. I just decided to use it, and trust me, when the first Flawless came out, the one that has black head, it was really nice. That was when I started using Flawless. This camouflage came out. I tried it. It was very nice too. This is their last camouflage that is a kind of big, like fat, I don't really like the outcome, so I stopped using Flawless Ivory. But their first two products were really, really nice. So if you've been in this channel, you know that whenever I want to apply my concealer, I love using my beauty blender. What does this thing does for me? It actually helps me to blend in very well without patches. Now, if you apply your concealer first on the skin at different places before you blend in fast, if you're not fast in blending, and remember there's a fan directly opposite her that will even dry it. If it dries up that much, if it dries up and you're not able to blend in fast, it's going to crease, it's going to get patchy. So I went on with that foundation I used for her earlier to snatch the nose, to apply the nose contour. So I used that with my beauty blender to do that before going over. So now I went on to, now before you set the under eye, make sure to blend again. If possible, just use apply a little concealer on your beauty blender, then apply it under that eye to get rid of creases, places that had already creased, before applying your powder directly onto the skin. That's before setting it, so you don't have your under eye creased. Now this means setting. I'm setting with this what did I even use to set here? I think I used powder to set first. That's and the powder palette I'm using is Noel powder palette. That's the one I'm using. So I'm using this shade, that shade to contour her forehead, her jawline, and also I'm now, just powdering the places that I already use cream products on, like the contour. When setting your contour, use a powder shade that is very, very close to it. So in this, I'm actually applying the setting powder. Now this setting powder is from Mirac. I'm applying that under her skin. I'm using that to set the highlighted area first. I'm setting. Now when setting with your powder palette, with your setting powder, the first time you apply, you just pick your setting powder, apply it on the skin and blend it out immediately. You don't use much product here. That is why setting. But when you want to bake, that is when you apply more products. And for me, when I bake, the reason why I bake is after baking, I go directly to do the eyeshadow, and that baking helps me to catch out fallout so that it doesn't stain your work that you already did. Now I am still setting the whole places that I highlighted. This is me now baking. Now while baking, I normally like to use my setting powder to snatch the nose. You do a kind of reverse contour. Then going over, before I do my eyeshadow, I normally like to prep my brows with my wax. What this does is it makes that hair to lie flat so that it doesn't shift when you do after you must have done your makeup. Now I am setting, normally there's no wax that does not have oil, but this one is minimal, so I used my setting powder to set before going over to do my eyeshadow. Now Over to the eyeshadow, I am using my Benai White Clown as my shadow primer. Is a shadow primer. So I'm applying that on the lid and I'm blending that out very well. Make sure to blend very well before you go over with your eyeshadow palette. So in this eyeshadow palette, I'm using this art palette and I'm using that brown shade to apply the outer corner. So I'm coming in from the outer corner first. So as I'm sweeping it from the out to the in and at the same time transiting. Now I am mixing the brown with that reddish shade from that palette, yeah, to give me a kind of, you know. So one thing in eyeshadow is that any color that you want to apply, any color you want to add, make sure to blend in very well. Just blend in very well. Blending is the key. Like in makeup, the only rule in makeup is blend in very well. Now I went on to apply this black shade because I wanted it to have a little bit of depth at outer part, and so I went on with that small brush. It not really, it wanted to stuck to, black is really really hard to blend it. So when you want to take it, you take it with a fluffy brush and take it small, little at a time, and as you're applying, you're spreading it. It is very hard to blend a dark shade. It's very very hard to blend a dark shade. So whenever you want to apply a black shadow, just use fluffy brush, pick it a little, and you can now add more as you blend in. So I'm using that shade from that palette too for the eyelid, and after that I went in with my Savior Mark shadow to further, the transition was really looking a kind of ready, so I want to tone it down. So that shade I wanted to use to tone it down did not really work, so I went on with my powder palette, that brown shade, to bring everything together. Remember, normally if you're in this channel, you know that whenever I want to do eyeshadow, I first of all use my powder, but I didn't do that here. So, and it didn't really give me what I wanted. So I had to go back to that palette, guys. So now for the brow bone, I love using orange shade at that brow bone. It's really, it's there's this kind of beauty that it gives when you must have applied your pencil. So no matter the shade I want, even if I don't use this orange, I don't mix orange and yellow for that other part, for that brow bone. So this is me applying my gel liner with my that gel liner from Karat, yeah. So normally I use my favorite gel liner is Beyond Beauty, but I run out of stock and I couldn't find it from the vendor I normally buy my products, so I just opt for this one. So guys, before you apply your lashes, please make sure to brush your natural lash with your mascara before applying it. I forgot to do that. That is why I'm doing it now. If you do that, it will help to take off all the powder fallout on the natural lash, so that when you place your lashes, that under eye will not be, the color of the natural lash will not be so different from the lashes. Yeah, so that is it. That is how I place, and I see anytime I even want to place, I will still, at the end of the day, I will still use mascara to merge the first lash with the natural lash. But the essence of applying, using mascara on the natural lash before applying your lashes is, normally, when you're applying your powder, your eyeshadow powder, the fallouts are not normally comes on the lashes, so you need to brush it off first, so that those hidden places that the mascara cannot get to when you're brushing it while the lashes is already on, you can actually get those places. So this is me applying her under eyeshadow with those colors that you saw from the, I think I used the brown shade. I mixed it with the black for the outer part, and now I'm missing the brown with the red for the inner parts. Yeah, you can use any shades that you want to, provided it is going to rhyme with what you already did. So now initially I wanted to use this white under eye, like this white pencil for the waterline, but it was not giving. It was not really giving to me. I don't know why. I looked at it. I don't like this. I don't like what it is giving. So later on, I took my green Polar Beauty pencil to go over that. So this is me for that, and emphasizing that under eyeshadow, you know. So after that, I'll be brushing the other eye with my mascara, and you guys know my new love when it comes to mascara. Now I am using this Didi. Like I said, this Didi, the way the mouth is made, you can easily get the under eye, like without having to mess up the under eye with the mascara. Do you get? There's a way that they did the mouth of this particular mascara that I love so much, and I prefer using it for my under eye, to brush the under eyelash. So this is me using my Polar Beauty green pencil to change that white color for the waterline, and it came out nice. I loved the general outcome. So guys, one thing with makeup is, as you're applying your makeup, you just look at what you're doing. If it's coming together, you know, you continue. If it is not giving you what you want, you change one or two things. Do you get? So this is me going back with my setting powder, because I've already dusted off the first one, and it's as if the look is all coming down, as you're applying your way, your the time that you used to do other things, the makeup tends to sink in to the skin, and once it does that, it fades. So that is where the principle of reapplication comes in. You do your reapplication even with your setting powder, with your even the eye pencil. When at the end of this video, you see where I used my pencil to re-emphasize my this thing, my eye eye eyebrow. Yeah, the my client's eyebrow. It was already fading off, you get. So I had to bring it to life again by reapplying it, with just filling it a little bit with my pencil. So going over to the lips, I used this lip stain. I told you guys that I got this lip stain. I don't know the name. I cannot remember the name of this lip stain, but it's a kind of horse blood. It's very, very nice for lining of the lips. So most time, anytime I want to do lip stain lining, that is what I normally use for my lip stain, to line my lip. So I'm using this particular shade. I don't know. I also don't know the name of this particular lip stain, but it's a kind of pink. Yeah. So to blend, I am missing the lip stain did not really blend well. So I went on to use my Bicham Edgeless lip palette, and I'm missing that red and brown shade to blend everything well. One thing with lip stain is, if you don't blend well, like, lip stain dries up very fast, and if you do not blend, if it dries up and you still want to blend it when it is dry, it will start breaking. So in order to avoid that, whenever you're working on a client and you're applying a lip stain, you apply the lip stain and want to blend, and you see that it has already dried up, that it cannot really blend well, use your lipstick palette. It's a kind of creamy, so you can blend with it, you can walk around it. So that is exactly what I did there. I used my lipstick palette and applied it on top of it, then blend in very well. Guys, there shouldn't be any harsh line in makeup. Like, the only rules to makeup is blending. Even your eyeshadow, you have to blend. anything you're doing, the skin, you have to blend. Anything you're doing, you have to blend. This is me using that red shade from that art powder eyeshadow palette, that red shade, to apply the cream, to set the cream blush, sorry, to set the cream blush. Now I found out that that particular shade was harsh. I had to tone it down, and whenever you want to tone down harsh blush that you already applied, what you need to do is use your powder palette. Like I applied the red, I didn't like that how harsh that red was, so I went in with this my orange shade to still see if I can get what I wanted. It was coming in, but it was a bit kind of popping too harsh, so I went with my powder. You can never go wrong with your powder. Now when you apply it on top of that blush, it calms that blush. It will not get rid of the blush. The blush will just see through the powder, and it will be minimal. It will not be too much. So going over to set, to dust off the powder, and further, you know powder the under the highlighted area, I use this my melanin powder, compact powder, in the shade 109. Yeah, that is what I use to dust off the powder on the face. So you see how everything just is just coming in together. Make sure to blend. Even while applying powder, you blend. Now I'm going over, that's the principle of re-emphasizing what you already did, is what I'm doing now. Now when you were snatching the nose, it actually got rid of, it will actually kind of get rid of your your contour. So you use your powder to re-emphasize. Now going over, I am setting the face with my Kiss Beauty green tea. Like what I used here was my Kiss Beauty green tea. Yeah, that's what I used. But the Kiss Beauty small cup, I poured it inside because the mat was faulty. The mat of the green tea was faulty, so I poured it into the other one. That's what I used. And here you see me re-emphasizing my eye my brows by applying, kind of filling it in more. Now going over with that same essential blush slash glaze palette, I'm applying that glaze. And cheek glaze, it's a kind of blush mixed with shimmer. Yeah, so that when you apply it, it also helps you to arrive very dewy a dewy finish. Like now, anytime you use matte products to apply your makeup, whenever you do a matte makeup, by when I mean matte makeup, when you use matte products on the face and you want it to still give you that dewy finish, that's cheek glaze helps to bring in that dewy effect to the face. So this is me using my Tehila highlight powder highlight to further. No, I love the face to glow, so I use that to highlight the cheekbone, the tips of her nose, the bridge of her nose, and the brow bone too. I love applying highlights on that brow bone, so that when the person talks, it's that glow will still come under that brow bone. I don't think I've ever done makeup without applying glow on the brow bone. Yeah, a highlighter on the brow bone for it to glow. So after applying the TM essential, I went on with my Nuban Beauty the glow in the shade Men, to further, all these things, what they just do is to make the face glow. And after that, I went on with my classic lip gloss to gloss the lips. You guys know I'm a gloss girl, right? So I cannot do makeup without glossing. Except the client insists that she wants a matte finish, and I couldn't convince her. Then we'll do what the client wants, and tell them this is the finished look. See how beautiful this look came out. Although the brows came out darker than what I wanted, but it is still fine. But when doing your own, don't make your brows this dark. Yeah. So this is the finished look. I used for the hair wrap, I used 6 yards of fabric to wrap the hair. Then I just wrapped the hair with six any you can use any fabric you want to create something like this. You can use any fabric, and 6 years to just the normal way you tie your gelevi, you tie your turban, or if you're using net, the normal way you tie it is the normal way you can use to achieve this. So guys, at this point, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, you are wrong. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video if it was helpful or educative. Like it. When you like this video, it helps the video to also go viral too. So please give it a thumbs up if you like the video. Comment on the comment section. Drop your comments on the comment section. If you have any question, ask me on the comment section. I'll be right there to answer your questions. Then share. Remember, our giveaway is still on. Share this video. Let's get to 500 subscribers. Once we get to 500 subscribers, our giveaway winner will be announced. So at this point, take care of yourself. Bye, and see you in my next video.